Hey guys, what is going on? We are happy to be here on New Comic Book Day, and got our boy Circumstances here with us.
What up?
I started. Yeah, I appreciate. I hit him up probably like what about an hour and 45 minutes ago and said, "Hey man, what you doing?"
I'm always down. Plus, my comic book dad canceled on me, so I'm here. I'm ready.
Well, good. I'm glad I could fill the void a little bit. So that's awesome. But that's cool what y'all are doing, man. I really like that. I really like that. I I added I added him on YouTube. I think after Sleeping Comics. What is going on, homie? How are you doing,
Hey,
man?
what up, Mark? We
Thanks
got
for
beef royalty in the
no
house. What's
kidding, man.
up?
No kidding. No kidding. That's yeah, that's a great little niche market you found there, Mark. That's awesome,
Dude,
man.
dude,
That's
the growth of his channel is incredible.
Well, and here's the other thing: you better know what you're talking about too. I mean, because they won't stick around. So
Well,
yeah,
that's his value that,
yeah, very knowledgeable,
he's got that insider trading kind of feel to him, you
very
know?
knowledgeable. But I think the comic book background, I didn't realize how many people would be buying NFTs that don't really have a comic book background.
It's
That's
crazy,
intriguing.
man.
Yeah,
It's
that's really
crazy.
interesting. So better to be lucky than good, I
Yeah.
guess, man. You just
I
there's a
think you're a
day.
little bit of both, Mark.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's great to be good at what you do. So I appreciate you stopping by, man. I was just
Hell
looking up.
yeah, baby. Good to
Yeah,
see you.
yeah, that's awesome. So what if we do let's make this interesting. I don't
All right.
know. What did you mostly get? You're I see some Marvel there. You got a little Spider-Man
I got
action there.
everything, dog. 20 book week, dog. I went ham. I couldn't
20
help myself.
books. All right. That's
Yes.
awesome. Well,
19 or 20, yeah. It's just a heavy, heavy week this week, man. Lots of books. How about you?
you guys. Yeah, I don't know if I got that many, but I also did some I can't go and just like new comic book shop. I have to start
Oh, the
digging through the
bids.
boxes, see if there's anything I missed and do all play that game. Um so yeah, I've got some back issues along with it but I actually yeah, I mean I bought most of mine is Marvel. I've got some indie stuff and then I got a DC book that I probably wouldn't have bought, but I decided to pick up anyway. So yeah,
Well,
I'm a
what you
sucker,
got?
man. I'm a comic book marketer's comic book retailer's dream. You walk in and pitch me on something, and you don't have to twist my arm real hard
No,
to get me to buy in. So
no. I'm a sucker for this thing for sure, man.
yeah, maybe we could do like J2. What is going up, man?
Hey, what up, homie? Tylocks in the hizzy. What
Tylox
up,
is up in
Tyler?
the house too.
Man, I feel like I haven't
What's up,
seen
man?
Tylocks in forever. I need to go check out your
His
channel, man.
I called him because his work schedule changed. I
Is
said,
that what
man,
it
I
is?
yeah. So he's I don't think he gets off till 7 in the morning now or something.
Right when I'm going to work.
Yeah, right. So that makes it tough to do it was working out well when Spine Tick starts at 11. He's getting off work at 11 and heading home from there. So yeah, that does put a damper on things, but hey man, it pays the bills. So you got to roll with what you
Gotta
do.
pay those comic book bills.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I thought it might be cool if we just like take turns and do, hey, here's what I picked up for DC. Here's what I picked up for. Now I think I've only got one DC book though, but we'll just take turns and do like each. Here's DC, here's Marvel, here's Indie, and kind of do it that way.
Whatever
If
tickles your pickle, let's do it.
Yeah,
I'm ready. What do you want to start with?
let's start with DC because I just have the one. I've just got one book. How many DC books did you pick up?
I think I got two DC books. Three if you count the double cover by.
We'll allow it. We'll count it. Yeah, let's
Yeah.
definitely count it.
Yeah, we did not worry about the 10-book limit this week, folks.
Hey
We did.
man, it's
I got 3, but 2
okay.
of them, 2 books, 2 series, 3 books.
Very nice. So let's see. I guess we'll do.
You go first. What you got? DC.
All right. So I wasn't gonna get this, but it's Aquaman #1,
Ooh,
and
number 1.
the reason I got it is they had all their copies were signed by Chuck Brown, who's the writer,
Oh,
and
wow.
he's a local writer. He lives here in Columbia.
Wow, that's
So
dope, man.
yeah. So I said, man, I'll support the guy.
Just
And
regular cover price?
yeah, I mean, yeah, it's
Wow.
not bad, huh?
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, good
Sitting at the
looking.
CBCS. What's up?
Yeah, I know. So that's but he the shop owner said, "Hey, do you mind if I take a picture of you with it?" I guess he wanted to post it on Instagram, and then that way the artist could see that, hey, this is, this is working, and it means something. So
Are you famous now?
well, as as famous as a guy that does it at my level can be, yeah, sure. Um, but have you got all your stuff? You sorted? You ready?
I'm ready. Yeah, I'm waiting on
All
you.
right. Okay.
You got
All right.
DC, right?
Mm-hmm.
What was it? I'm dying to know what the book was.
No, that Aquaman.
Oh, that was it. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, my bad. My bad.
that's the one I got,
I
and
thought that was
it was primarily because the writer, the writer was had signed him.
local.
So
Yeah. Are you a Aquaman fan? I know nothing about Aquaman. I haven't even seen the movie yet. I need to watch it.
I saw the movie. I thought the movie was pretty good, but no, I would not say that. I bought it for, local artist, and a signed
Signed
book.
book
That's
for
awesome.
cover price.
Yeah,
Can't beat that.
yeah,
Can't
man.
beat that. That's a dope pickup. Well, for me, Robin #11 from
Okay.
Joshua Williamson. I'm really enjoying. I'm falling back on the reading, but I've been enjoying this one. I guess the Mortal Kombat tournament ends in this book, and we're starting a new arc. But I am not a DC guy, but writers like Tom Taylor, Joshua Williamson, they're making me a DC guy. I buy a lot more DC books than I used to. I even you could easily say I buy more DC books than Marvel now, actually. And Robin is one of the reasons for it. And then I had to get the B cover
Oh, that's nice. Who did
from
that?
Francis Maniple. He's been doing a lot of the B covers for Robin, and this was a banger, man. I couldn't leave it on the shelf. I think it was my number 3 on my top 10 of the week. So
Yeah,
love
that's
that
nice.
cover. And then my only other DC book was Human Target. God, that light sucks. There we go. Human Target. I've really been enjoying this series about. I guess the character's name is Human Target, and he got poisoned, and he's trying to figure out who poisoned him. But the main thing I'm loving about this book is that Greg Smallwood art. It's really been popping. And the story's been interesting enough too. It's going to have to go some cool places, but the art more than anything is why I'm picking that one up.
Right. Yeah, those some of the covers I saw, I haven't been buying that, but the like issue 2 or 3, there was it's like this vibrant, almost neon looking colors, and just it pops, man. It really looks
The
sharp.
colors really do pop.
Yeah.
Yeah. So fun
What's
book.
up, Uncanny Swag? How are you doing, man?
Hey, what up, Swag? Good to see you, brother.
That you just about, I think, let's see, yesterday was Tuesday. I think I saw him in about 3 or 4 chats yesterday. So he is, yeah, he's all over the place, and
So am I.
we appreciate it. Yeah,
Yeah, so am I. I love it, man. I
I
do
know.
this all day.
I know it's a lot better than the alternative, which is, vegging out in front of the TV or whatever.
Mhm.
It's been really cool. So yeah, so on let me see how they kind of flip this stuff around. I'm gonna do a little sort here. Um, yeah, so I went to 2 different shops, and
What for? To get what you wanted, or see what was the purpose of going in 2 shops?
I just try to support, um,
Ah,
just to support multiple shops. And let's see. I'm trying to. All this stuff was. I've got
I always
some
go. I
back.
sometimes go to a second shop looking for variants. You know, the incentive variants
Yeah.
and whatnot.
Well, yeah. So the place that my pull list is at, I would say, is probably primarily a. It's called Scratch and Spin. So to give you any idea what their focus is on, it's heavy on records and music, but they've got a comic book section. They've got a huge, really big Funko Pop section. So
you got any Funko Pops?
I've got the one that I won in Tylox's
Yeah, the Mr.
giveaway.
Sinister one.
Yeah.
That's a nice one.
Yeah, it's a Walmart exclusive, but that was also the first thing that first giveaway I ever won. So that was kind of cool. But yeah, I just let's see, where did I get this? Yeah, so my pull list is at Heroes and I'm not Heroes and Dragons, Scratch and Spin, and I just like his demeanor, his customer service a little better. The other place even though I've spent a fair amount of money there, the other place I go to, he kind of reprimanded me for looking in the wrong section. There was like a table of recent, it's like recent back issues. So stuff that comes off you've got the section of the wall with your new comic books. When that stuff comes down, he puts them in a box, no bags or boards, just puts them in a long box and you can kind of look through there. Well, there were some under the table. So I was like, let me see what's under here. And I said, is it okay if I'm looking at here? He's like, no. So I was like, okay, sorry, man. Just, you're selling comics and I'm looking to buy comics, but if that's not cool, then all right.
Yeah, well,
but
you probably should put them away if you ain't selling them.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right. So these are the ones that I got from one place. And then this is the other place. All right. I'm trying to, they took my new books and my old books and kind of mixed them up a little bit. So,
how many books did everybody in the chat get today? Did you guys go ham like I did? I had 19.
And did everybody get what they were trying to get? Hopefully they did.
Yeah, I didn't miss anything, thankfully.
Yeah, hopefully
there weren't any variants.
Yeah, and hopefully no delays for folks too. Yeah, this is all right. All right. So I've got. These are back issues, so we'll leave those to the side. I'm just gonna. I have to kind of blend. I didn't think about. I picked up some Star Wars books, but some of these are IDW and some of these are Marvel. So if I'm going to adhere to my my very strict policy of doing DC, Marvel, independent, then I had to separate those. That seems weird though, man. That can't be all. Is that all the Marvel stuff I got? I will tell you something cool though. Where my pull list is, I was telling him, I said, hey, I'm going to need to add some more things. I'm going to add some more things to.
Oh, I didn't know, Tyler. I didn't know you stopped, buddy.
What's that?
Tylock said he's going to start his pull list up again.
Oh yeah. He said, yeah, man. Yeah, you Tylock, you went on. You were going to go on hold for like January, so you've almost gone for 2 months without your pull list. Swaggy got 3. His kid got 5.
Oh, I forgot a DC book. Oops.
Oh man, look at that.
Had to get the Catwoman Jenny Frizen. I forgot to add that one in.
Yeah, I want to see that.
But I love Frizen. I have not actually been reading these yet. I plan to read them because I know the Rom V run was pretty good. But I just been buying these for Jenny, man. I love her style. I cannot pass these up, man. That's another banger this week. You can see her line work from a mile away. At least I can.
Yeah.
I immediately recognize her line work. So yeah, forgot that DC one.
That's nice. Yeah, that's nice. Did you get the one from last month? The Jewels?
the jewels, the cat.
Or that's not hers, but I mean the Catwoman issue with the that wasn't hers, was it? She didn't draw that.
Now there was a Catwoman cover that I wanted. She was in black. She was
Yeah,
in all the
and
black
had
and
laying on
Zircon.
all the jewels were laid
Yeah,
out, and it
I can't
sold out
remember
like
who. Yeah, I can't remember who did that one, but yeah, that one wasn't Jenny. That was a
yeah,
nice cover though.
very nice, and it skyrocketed um after they did all that after all the hype and everything. We don't, and that's the other. I do the same thing, man. If I go to one place and they don't have something, so the place where I say reprimanded, it wasn't really reprimanded, but
It didn't sound like it.
I got my feelings hurt a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Well, not really reprimanded, but when that place, every variant is always double cover price, every single variant.
No.
So I'm like,
Can't do it.
come on, man. Now,
No.
if it's something I know I can't get at the other place, but he'll have stuff there for $7 to $10 variants that aren't ratio or anything, and I'll
They're
go
just
to
regular covers.
just regular covers, but he sees
Yeah.
variant on it, and he'll slap a price tag on it.
I have a shop that does that.
Yeah.
It's why
So
he's not my main shop, actually.
yeah, well, that's the same with this one. Um, it's like, but I'll see that same book. I'll go to the place Scratch and Spin that's my pull list, where my pull list is at, and they'll just have them sitting in the shelf. So I don't,
Mhm.
I don't really. So while I was at Scratch and Spin, I told him, I said, look, I'm probably going to add some more titles to my pull list, and he said, great. Well, why don't you take these? These are the like the FOCs for these different things. So he was like, here's the DC Connect, and gave me the DC Connect. He said, here's the Marvel one, and he said, and then here's the copy of the previews. And I was like, man, this ain't no joke, man. If you want to
That's how
get
you
out
stay
in
up on it.
front and get what you want, you've got to do
That's what
some
the
research.
smartest collectors do, though, right? If you're buying your books before FOC, you're doing it right. Absolutely, you're getting the best price, and you're guaranteeing that you get the books that you want.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. All right, so let me hop on this Marvel stuff here. Yeah, I guess I've got more indie than anything. Is that possible? I
It's
guess
always
that's possible.
possible. It's
Yeah,
always
I mean,
possible.
well, especially when I listen to folks like you guys always talk me into books, and so I haven't been steered wrong yet, I can tell you that. This is that's all back issues. Yeah, I got a fair amount of back issues. So for Marvel, I went with Dark Ages #5. I haven't read this yet, so I'm just kind of pulling it, and it's only 6 issues, so I'm gonna wait until I get all of them. I'm gonna wait and get all of
There's a
them.
match. We both got that one.
Sweet.
I'll set that one aside. But yeah, I have been reading that one, and I usually don't like Elseworlds story that don't actually matter. But I really like this one. What up, Sheena? What up, girl? How you doing? Good to see you.
She's excited as we are about new comic book day. It's
I
awesome.
work. I edited my ass off on my video today, man. Definitely go check me out today. I worked hard on it.
Absolutely. We will. So like Swag saying he debated on getting Ghost Rider. I did. I got
So
the
did
cover
I.
A. There's several really good covers on
I
this one.
like the Lucio Perillo cover where he's wearing the Infinity Gauntlet. That was a nice one.
Yeah, my shop. I don't know. Is that a 1 in 25 or?
I don't know if that was a incentive or not.
Well, the one place, the place that will forever be called the place I got reprimanded. I can't remember if they had it for 50 or 70 for that book. They had one.
Oh yeah, it's an exclusive. It's a Mutant Beaver exclusive, so that's why it's so expensive.
Well, yeah. So there was a was it a is it Ryan Stegman rap cover? I think he did a cover wraparound art wraparound cover for one of those. I think I've got a copy of that coming just because I like it. Had all the Ghost Riders, but it was a wraparound cover.
I don't remember that one. Let me look at that.
I saw.
Have you read it yet? You haven't read it yet, have you?
No, I haven't.
I've been hearing good things about it.
Yeah, I mean, there's some first appearance stuff in there too. So I don't know. I don't know what all that means, but
I'm trying to find this Stegman one. Oh, I see it. Oh, Stegman wraparound. Here it is. Yeah, that is a nice one. Yeah, I'm not into. I don't really know. I never got into Ghost Rider in the '90s, so that was I ignored the 10 book limit today, but the 10 book limit is why I didn't get Ghost Rider.
Okay. Well, I did go with actually I got 2 covers of the same. I'll show those last, I guess. I saw you bagging this one, so
Yep, another one.
that was
love that Adam Hughes cover, man. I love it. It's one of those covers like there's really nothing really special about it, but it hits for me. I really like it. So yeah, that's another double up right here. Had to get that one. I haven't actually read this one, but the Chip Zdarsky Daredevil run with Elektra is what's made me go ahead and be like, yeah, let me go ahead and stick with her.
Right. Smallwood, Ewing.
Yeah, there's 3 writers on that one.
Okay. Oh, because there's 3 stories.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, it was Peter David, I think. It was the 3rd one.
Peter David did cut and run. Al Ewing. Okay. Well, I didn't buy issue 1, but because I have this, to me that looks like a Vogue cover or something.
It's a nice cover.
Yeah, that's really good. It's not a true like negative space cover, but it's fairly
pretty close.
Yeah, pretty close. Then I got on this kind of late. I don't have a lot of I don't have the full run, but I did the Strange Academy.
I don't have the full run, but I did go and get the trades. So
cool.
I am going to be jumping in on this one. A lot of folks been hyping this one. Yeah, they definitely sucked me in on it. I've started volume 1, and it's cool. It's really interesting. That Humberto Ramos art is really good in that book. So
a comic book worm, what's going on?
Hey, what up, comic book worm? Good to see you, brother.
Well, Tylox, you might have to add that one. I'll go back and get the Elektra #1 now. But yeah, this is this the when does this end? Is it 16 or 17? Maybe there's another issue or 2. But basically they're doing this. Ending. What's that? I mean, the first arc or the first, like, this is based on, it's like the semester is coming to an end.
Yes. Okay.
So
yes.
So then they could potentially have a new cast of characters. What is going on? Our boy Raging Cajuns Comics. I'm gonna be on his show on Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern.
So, I will be there.
Looking forward to that.
I will be there.
Be a lot of fun.
Definitely be there.
I thought it would be cool if I share some first. I don't know. Maybe it's
what's this fins up business though?
What's what?
What's this fins? This is Chiefs. It's Chiefs around here.
We're it's a house divided tonight. We've got our new comic book day is a house divided tonight.
You mean the Fins, the team that tanks their season on purpose? You guys are rooting for that team? Get out of here!
Because I know they would definitely be the first team to ever consider doing that.
Oh, they're definitely not, dude. Every
it's
team
like if you don't want to, the NBA figured that out a long time ago. It's like, hey, everybody's trying to lose so they can get Patrick Ewing. Well, here's what we're going to do. This is going to be a lottery system. If you don't want people to do it, then don't make it easy for them to do, So
I think it's going to be something they have to talk about, because I know teams tank on purpose. Once they get into the season, there's no hope. There's no reason to keep winning. Yeah, they definitely tank.
Well, and I think they, it's so much more impactful in basketball though, because you've got, one really good player mixed with 4 other players, whereas
I think basketball draft is a bigger deal. 1 player out of 5 is a bigger deal out of 1 out of 11.
Right.
So,
and then, I mean, if they were tanking for Tua, I mean, there's people who don't even want him as the quarterback now because they haven't seen enough to. I don't know. I think he's fine, but
He's
you
not
can't.
he's not a top. He's a fine quarterback. He's not a top pick quarterback though, if you ask me.
Yeah, well, and I'm like, I'll withhold judgment when he's not taking a 3-step drop and there's somebody in his face already.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
fair. That's fair.
that's what I want to see first. So fins up, man. I appreciate you coming by, buddy. So I also had to go with the variant on this one.
Oh, who is that?
This is Anna something or another. So this is Reptile's cousin, and she made her first appearance in the series Reptile #1, and she is going to be one of the new students at Strange Academy for the next semester. So this variant had her on the cover. So I said, well, that might be kind of cool to pick up.
Who's the
So
artist?
um
I didn't notice. I didn't notice that cover.
I wasn't real hopeful that I would cover artists. Let's see.
It is Stegman, Ryan Stegman.
It is, yeah.
That's a nice one. I like that cover.
Yeah, it's cool. So they've been doing like character spotlight covers. So when they did was it Gas Lamp, the villain, the last couple,
yeah.
that one went nuts. But yeah, I didn't go to my shop with a pull list until much later, and after work, and I wasn't expecting to see that sit there. So I was like, great, that's cool.
I don't know how we lost Comic Book Worm. I don't know how we lost. I don't want to talk about it.
I know, man. They even tried to make it interesting. You guys even tried to make it interesting.
I don't know what happened. I don't even talk about it. I don't know what happened in that second half for the Chiefs, man. Let's just forget it. Let's go back to comics. I don't want to start crying.
I know it's supposed to be a joyous day. It's comic book day, so
that loss hurt. That loss hurt.
I was shocked too, but hey, we won't talk about it. Look forward, look forward. Wait till next season. That's what the Gamecocks always say. So, all right, you're on. What's your Marvel pulls? That's it for me, man.
Oh, that's it. Oh, well, I already had 2 of your pulls, the Strange Academy and the Elektra. In addition to that, I am still reading Spider-Man. I'm buying it more than I'm reading it here lately, but I will eventually catch up on it. It's nice to see that this book has some hype again. It hasn't had any hype since that ASM 55 cover from Gleason, but people are excited about Queen Goblin. They're specking the hell out of her. And I'm hoping that it's just a good story, man. I want Amazing Spider-Man to be good, and it hasn't been. So it's a lot better with Ben O'Reilly. The Ben O'Reilly stuff since Nick Spencer left has been much more interesting. So I have hopes for it, and I like that. I like that cover. It's a nice cover. Arthur Adams on that one.
So what is that? Is it every 2 weeks?
It's like every week, man. It's like it feels like every week I'm buying Spider-Man because if they don't have the regular one, they have the .BEY issues.
Yeah,
so,
and that I don't know that I'm a fan of that. I don't. I think it's just too much story going on.
It's too much.
I would say just.
The Bills game, yeah. That was part of what made me feel better, Tylox, is that we should not have won that Bills game. So it hurt a little less losing to the Bengals for that because we shouldn't even have been there anyway. That Buffalo game was incredible.
Oh yeah. What's up, Actual Dracula?
Actual Dracula, what's up, brother? Good to see you in here.
Now, Adrian, are y'all doing your comic picks? Is that tonight? Is it Wednesday when you guys do that? Let me know. I don't know if I'm being exposed to more channels or if there's just more going on, but I can't keep up with everybody's stuff now.
It's a lot.
There's a lot of stuff happening. So
it's one of those good problems, if you ask me.
Yeah, sure, of course. So
my last book. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was going to ask you if that was it.
Oh yeah, my last book is Silk #2. I read the Silk series from last year. I think Maureen Gu was the writer on it, and I really enjoyed it. I didn't want it to end. I don't know why they ended it just to start it back up with the new #1, but I like Silk. I like the character Silk. Apparently, you can't have too many Spider-Man characters, and she's another example of that. I haven't, like I said, I haven't started reading it yet, but I did like the series last year. Was really interested in it, so looking forward to jumping back in. And that Inhayak Lee cover, I love it every
That's a
time.
beat, man.
He's
Yeah,
one of the best doing it, man.
for sure.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
for sure.
that was it for Marvel.
And I'll tell you some sneaky good spec. Um, any man, a lot of those like, well, one right now, nobody's really talking about. Whoa, stream close up. Nobody's really talking about Silk right now. With all the spider characters that are out there, they're kind of sleeping on her. Her stuff has seen a little bit of a dip. So, but I've also been picking up like her first cameo, second cameo, then she appeared, her first appearance of Silk, and then second appearance. So first and second cameo and second appearance for $5-6 maybe. And I
Yeah, it
was
would
like,
be
that's got
pretty
to
cheap.
be, yeah, that's got to be something good to pick up.
Yeah, not
All
a
right,
bad thing to own, but it's a long play. I don't know anything about. I haven't heard anything about Silk coming up anywhere.
they're saying Sony and it's going to be Amazon Prime,
Oh, I
but
didn't know this.
yeah, but it's not. All right, good. 9 o'clock tonight. Excellent. Well, I know where I'll be while I'm enjoying my evening cigar after a long, busy day. What's going on, Brian? How are you doing,
Oh,
man?
yes, what up,
Good.
brother?
Yeah, man. Congratulations on that. Sunday was a lot of fun. I'm honored and happy to have been a part of it. And congrats to you on much success and all you do, man. You're always in the thick of it with all of us. Well, with every channel, man. New guys who've been around for a while. You're there, man. So we appreciate you.
Plus the CBCA Awards, Comic Book Community Awards nominations coming this April. Definitely look for that. Cannot wait to see what Brian does with it this year. It's going to be bigger and better.
And we can learn a little bit more about that 1 week from Friday on
Ah, yes,
Circumstances channel. Boy, that
yes,
just it's almost like we planned that or something.
it
Man.
is
That just
almost.
flowed
Yes,
right
I actually
together.
forgot. Yeah, a week from tomorrow on my channel, Circumstances
Or
on YouTube. I'm gonna have Brian on my show. We're gonna do a live, and I'm gonna talk to him about the past, the present, and the future of the Comic Book Community Awards. We are gonna get into some of the drama. Last year, there was a lot of folks who got really upset, weirdly, about it, and I definitely want to talk about that. Want to talk about some of their criticisms and how Brian's addressing it this year because I really wanted to get more buy-in this year. It was really fun, and he did a really great job. And I think it can be a lot better this year, and I'm looking forward to it. So definitely come through for that interview. I'm hoping that we have some people in the chat. We can get some good questions going for Brian.
so that's March 3rd,
March 4th.
March 4th. That's Friday, March
March
4th.
4th. At
Okay.
8 o'clock Central Time. No, 7 Central Time. Sorry. It was
7
supposed
Central.
it was supposed to be 8 Central, but I screwed it up, so now it's 7.
Okay. Well, we can make that work. That'll be fun. And you said so the chat can also ask questions if they
Yeah,
have
I'm hoping
questions
that we
or
have a vibrant chat that can ask. I really want to get some. I mean, we'll see how it goes. I'm a small channel, but I really would like to see some participation in that and get some people asking Brian some questions. And really, maybe I've reached out to some of the people who were very critical of it last year on Instagram, just trying to get their thoughts on it and see to get their criticisms of it to allow Brian a chance to address it. So we'll see how that goes. Nobody's responded yet. Well, Pressable Defects was one of them that responded. They said they talked to Brian, they worked everything out. They don't want any more beef. But a few others have talked to. We'll see what they say. But
well do so my question would be, do they want to be a part of it? Like do
I
they
hope so. I
yeah,
hope
I
so.
would yeah, that's the not having a beef is different than hey, we want to I my fear is that big channels lose sight. They're so nuclear that they can't like the little guys and the big like I
It's
think the
natural.
channels that work the best don't forget where they came from. And I'm not saying any other channels did, but it's you got to stay that we're all in it together. We got to stay. And that award is out. That's ours. That's our award as comic book fans to lift up the creators that are out there. So we should all embrace the idea of that. And and to know that it was one guy doing it, putting it all together is like, it's crazy,
Yeah,
It's
like I said,
crazy.
like I said yesterday, I said it to Brian. Last year when it was coming up, I was like, meh. I was really meh about the whole thing. But when the actual show came up, he really turned me around on it. I thought it was great what he did. I really liked it. Outside his opening, he had that video where he opened up where he was pretty butthurt about all the criticism. I definitely could have done it without that energy. But the energy after that video was beautiful. It was perfect. It was bringing everybody in, and I loved it. And I definitely want to see more of it.
Well, yeah, and I didn't know I didn't know a lot about the awards, but I think it was more timing of when I got back into comics because I just started back last year. So by the time my Instagram and YouTube, you know,
Started
horizons were
branching out.
broadened, yeah,
Yeah.
branched out, then I think it was kind of far in, and that's when I started hearing the criticism. So I had to figure out what was going on.
Well, I think with a lot of what happened was a lot of people ignored it. A lot of people who said they didn't know anything about it, they knew about it. They just ignored it because they didn't think it was a big deal. And then when it comes out and people are getting nominated and they see they're not on the list, now they give a shit, right? But you
Right.
should have gave a shit before that, right?
Hmm.
And so the idea of just getting mad about it when you purposely ignored it is super annoying to me.
Sure.
Uh, and on top of that, like if you skipped out on it and you didn't pay any attention to it, then why care? Why
Right.
care at all? It should be insignificant to you. But
Yeah.
yeah,
So
whatever. What up,
it's
Phil? See you, brother.
what's going on, Phil? Tim, what's going on, man? How are you
Timmy,
doing?
what's up, bro?
Good to have you. Mike, what's going on,
Hey,
buddy?
there he is. What up, Mike?
Hope you're doing well.
That's a hell of a chat you got going here tonight, brother. I like this chat. Got some heavy hitters in here.
For sure, man, for sure. Yeah, Sheena, I agree, man. That was I could it's a big undertaking for one person. So hopefully we'll get let's get a couple of street teams out there spreading the word and doing what we do, get the word out and make sure it shouldn't fall on the shoulders of one person.
Although he's doing a
So
fine job. Those shoulders are doing a fine job.
mighty fine. Absolutely. Mighty fine. All right. So we're
Oh,
on to
books.
indie books
Oh, we're
now.
still doing books. Oh, okay.
We're still doing books. I know. I think what you're doing with that on that Friday is really good. And it's just another piece, another way to get the word out there. Um, I've got a
I just
feeling it'll be the usual suspects in the chat, but
yeah.
the fact that you're at least trying and stepping out to see if maybe other people want to be involved, and I think
Well,
that's great.
I hope that, a bigger channel takes it up after I'm done with it. We'll see. Um, that was one of the things I was going to try and bring on a special guest, a special surprise guest, to ask questions of Brian with me. But when I asked him about it, that was the thing he said. He's like, I don't know, maybe a bigger channel should do it. So I was like, whatever, screw you.
Who
I'll
said
do it.
that?
I'll do it without you. I'm not going to tell you who it was, but I was like, all right, I'm doing it without you then.
Well, I mean, and it doesn't have to be the only one,
That's what my
Yeah,
thought process was, right?
right.
It's like, no, it's not like somebody else is doing this and I'm stepping on their toe. Like, I'm hoping that I do it and other people say, you know what, maybe we should do it too, because we do got to get that word out there, man. I've been really trying to spread it for Brian on Instagram because I really would like to see more buy-in this year.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that's the way to do it is just saturation. Like you
Yeah,
do it, and then those people take it, and maybe somebody there because we've got a lot of the same friends, but maybe not all the same friends. So maybe
I
we,
got a decent number of followers on that on the gram. So yeah, I
yeah,
think just share it and just let it go into the ether and see what
yeah,
happens. I
and
plan to share it a ton from now until April.
yeah, it's hard. It's hard to you get a pass the first year. It's easy to see where there might be some issue, but there is no the days of griping are over now. It's
Yeah,
a thing. It's a
yeah,
real thing
yeah.
with real trophies. And to his credit, I don't know if anybody else responded to Brian, but Reggie being there and being involved. I was pretty impressed that
Yeah,
he
well,
was.
Bueller was on.
Bueller was okay. Yeah,
Comic Tom wasn't on, but he has shared his award from Brian on the gram, so he's
that's
shown love
cool.
as well. So
That's
yeah,
cool. So it's good to see some of those big channels. Bueller's is about as down to earth as
he's the best.
for the
He's my
number of followers and subscribers he has. He's about as down to earth of a guy as you'll
he's
meet.
my favorite big channel, and he's the only one that I do Patreon for.
Cool.
And
Cool.
I'm so happy to do it. It's money that I'm so happy to give. I love
That's
his stuff.
awesome, man. That's awesome. Well, hopefully he'll swing through and y'all can grab lunch or something. That would be fun.
Kansas City. Yeah, I hope so.
That would be fun. All right, we're on to indie books now. So we've shared our DC, which it wasn't a lot for me, and Circumstance had a few more. But I started picking this one up at Radio Apocalypse, Ram V, Vault Comics, and there we go.
Another double. Yeah, I'm in on that one too.
That first one was pretty interesting, and it left me on a. That's if you want to catch Southpaw Brad and get him to buy issue 2, leave him on a little cliffhanger because that's bound. Plus, I've been like ever since. So Tylox and Evil Mike, they were talking about Ram V, and we were Tylox was like, man, you need to read Swamp Thing, and I did. I was like, dude, it's just well done, and the artwork. The artwork works for the subject matter in that book. It's been really good. So it was so good, in fact, that they went from it was supposed to be a 10 issue. I don't know if you call 10 issues a mini series, but a 10 issue series. And as they got to the end, they saw that. They saw that. What's up, Roscoe?
What up, Roscoe? Good to see you, brother.
Good to see you, man. As it got to the end, all of a sudden it's like issue 9 is
Lordly.
Oh man, this is
Spine Ticks Guru in the house. What up, brother? Good to see
have you, bud.
Thanks for gracing us.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. That's awesome. Thanks, man. So as it got to the end, issue 9 of 10, issue 10 comes out and it says issue 10 of 16. So it was doing well enough that they tacked on, 6 more issues. So I picked up this one because it was the last issue. I have some of these books, but not the entire series. So this is Star Wars High Republic 13. It is Star Wars. This Star Wars stuff is really heating up, and I'm not just. You got it too?
No, it was sarcasm.
What'd you say?
I said Sith's favorite book.
I thought he liked High Republic Adventures, but not High Republic. Is that right, Sith?
I can't. Maybe I'm getting it mixed up.
Well, it's easy to be confused with the amount of Star Wars stuff they're putting out. So, but it's really it's like some of the Star Wars High Republic books are starting to kind of go up in price, and it's because they introduce characters, and now Star Wars High Republic is going to be a live action on Disney Plus show. So
oh, he did get it. Okay. All right. So you're pot committed.
Yeah. But Sith, you stopped doing High Republic, correct? I mean, you stopped High Republic a while back and just kept on High Republic Adventures. I think that's what I think I heard you say that. So this is actually the next 2 are. So what I'll do is I'll share the next 2, and then I've got a couple of little back issues that I bought, and it's mostly friggin' Star Wars stuff. But the next 2, I have to give credit to our own Tylox the Mighty Mullet. These are both series that he turned me on to. So the Heathens, this is number 4, and I think they're ending at 5. So it's an interesting been an interesting read.
Yeah, that one's way off my radar. I love Aftershock. I missed this one.
Yeah, it's pretty neat, man. It's been cool. So it's got like Billy the Kid and it's got like one of the Chicago gangsters. It's not, I can't remember, but it's
Al Capone.
No, I can't remember. I can't remember.
I don't know.
One of them guys. But all these, so they bring these characters back, and they're basically hunting Jack the Ripper. That's the artwork in it there.
Yeah, that's some nice artwork in
So
there.
yeah. So
I like that layout.
yeah, he's Tylox is convinced that that's going to be somebody's going to pick that up at some point. So um all right, there we go, Sith. So he's pulling them, but basically against his will for most of the
Angrily,
time.
angrily pulling them.
Angrily, he's not. He's throwing his money in the hand of the the attendant there. So
Look at
yeah,
all
man,
these
for
bean
sure, for
bags,
sure,
baby.
for
Order of
sure.
the bean bag is in session.
Absolutely, yeah, for sure. So that's always nice. So the last book, I also have to give Tylox the there we go, Lucky Luciano.
There we go.
I knew he'd step in. Bumpy Johnson. So they were at odds as they were at odds with each other also. But this one Gunslinger, credit to Tylox on this one. Gunslinger Spawn.
I went with the A cover on that one.
I don't know what is
Brett Booth. That one's Jonathan Glapion, and this
okay.
one is Brett Booth.
My guy just pulled this one for me. I don't know if he I thought I told him A's, but I'm not going to complain about it. But man, this I've loved the artwork in these.
Yeah, it's always banging. Art's always great
You
in
can
comic
always you're
books.
going to open a page and see this. Like it's this spread with like all this stuff going on, and you are guaranteed to turn a page and just get blown away by
The clown and Violator are back, and they are two separate beings now.
yeah, yeah. So
I'm liking that
yeah.
book.
You're reading that along with King Spawn and Spawn
I read
and
everything Spawn.
The
Yeah,
Scorched.
all of it.
I
I'm reading
haven't
all of it.
started the Scorched yet. I decided because I started buying the Scorched, King Spawn, and Gunslinger Spawn. I said maybe I need to go back and read Spawn Universe. So I'm reading the Spawn's Universe to kind of just figure out how we ended up here, and so all right. The rest of these are back issues. So let me let you do your thing.
Oh man, I got so many independents, man.
Awesome.
We'll move right through it.
Hey, good thing we like comics,
All
man.
right. So we'll go with Image Comics. We got Bolero #2.
Okay.
I know Evil talked about this book a bit. There's some very fun and sexy art in the first book. So I really enjoyed the art. As far as the story, I'm kind of up in the air about it. But it was enough for me to go back in for #2 and find out more. We've got a kind of a quantum leap situation here where she enters this anti-door and she's able to jump into different lives kind of in a multiverse way. So I'm still trying to figure it out, but the art is what sucked me in on #2. #2, this might just be make or break for this book though, but I think I'm gonna like it. I'm leaning towards I think I'm gonna like it.
My question to you was going to be how long can great artwork sustain?
No, yeah,
Sometimes
no.
I mean, I wonder if I think that a good story can sustain a good story with bad artwork can sustain longer than a bad story with
Absolutely.
good artwork.
Absolutely. For me, like with the artwork, sustaining a story, it can sometimes push me on to the next episode or issue when I wouldn't have previously. I don't know. I think I would have gone to the second issue of this one anyway, just out of curiosity,
Mm-hmm.
because I like to give authors a chance to suck me in. So for that reason, I probably would have kept with it. But I think #2 is going to be a big decision time. We'll see. We'll see what they do with it. But I like the naked. There's naked girls in there. I like it. All right, we got still with Image Comics. We've got Two Moons #10. This one's set in the Civil War era. We've got a Native American who can see demons and has been causing some problems. He spends some time on the Union side, sees some Union demons, kills them, gets split over to the Confederate side, sees some demons on the Confederate side, so he gets split from them. So he's been all over the place. But I like this story from Jean Arcudi, so I'm sticking in for #10 on that one.
Hey, hold that up a little closer for me. I want to see that artwork. That's interesting. That horse,
Val-
man, it's so realistic.
Gian Giordano is the artist on that. I can't really say his name right, but
Hmm.
yeah. There's been some nice covers on this book.
That's cool.
And then Department of Truth. I love this cover from Martin Simmons. This
Have
new
you been
cover.
in from the beginning on that?
Yes. Yes. Not well, my 1 through 6 are like fourth and third print, so I got in late, but I do have the whole run and been reading it. I'm probably 5 or 6 issues behind at this point. But I like James Tynion. He's my favorite. So I'm definitely going to stick in with this one. And then let's see. Next up, Black Hammer Reborn from Jeff Lemire. This is one that I got sucked into from my comic book dad, Lorenzo, over at Indie Comics and Reviews, and also Jennifer over at Comics Will Break Your Heart. She sucked me in talking about this book as well. I've been enjoying it. Jeff Lemire, another one of my favorite writers doing it. I'm missing a lot of stuff because this throws back to some previous Black Hammer stories that I wasn't involved in. But even with that being true, I'm still enjoying this one and I'm still locked in on it. So loving Black Hammer.
Awesome.
Next up, Berserker. Moving on to Boom Studios, Berserker number 7. Still following this one. The buzz for this one seems all but dead, but I'm still locked in on it and looking forward to Keanu Reeves doing this bad boy on Netflix. And I love this cover from God. I'm blanking on who did this cover, but I love it. God, who is this cover? I'll look it up here in a second.
Is it?
And then
Do you think what hurt that
Mark
is the?
Brooks. It's Mark Brooks, I think, actually.
Do you think the saturation early on hurt that series?
I don't know. I mean, no. In terms of when you say hurt, it hurt that series, and a lot of people bought that book with no expectations or plans of continuing it. Right? They just bought it because it was a number one. So, I mean, maybe it hurt it in that way. But I think what's hurt it more than anything is the story has been kind of really slow, like
Yeah.
super slow. I've been waiting for things to go, and it hasn't yet. But
Right.
this was like the one of the first books that I got really excited about when I got back in. So that's part of the reason why I'm not going to let it go. I bought like 20 number ones on this one, which was super dumb because those are never going to be worth anything. But I'm still locked in on. I like Keanu, and I'm looking forward to the Netflix stuff.
Right.
And then last but definitely not least, I know not everybody's feeling this. And a lot of folks who were really high on Something Is Killing the Children really could do without House of Slaughter. But I like House of Slaughter. I love Aaron Slaughter. I think he's super interesting, and I like Jace Fox. This relationship between them growing up, growing together, has been intriguing to me. But more intriguing than that is what the hell is Jace Fox up to? What's he coming at this House of Slaughter for? What's he trying to accomplish? Really interested in all that. So I'm locked in on this one. I love this Chris Sheehan A cover on this
That's
one. So
cool. Yeah. That's
I
cool.
like it. So I love Something Is Killing the Children. It's coming back March 30th, number 21, and I cannot wait. I love Erica Slaughter. If you've been paying attention to my Instagram reels or my comic book shorts, I've been doing some Erica Slaughter reels showing my love for her lately.
Yeah. Was that were those books that you submitted and got back, or were those books that you bought graded?
What books? Oh, these books? No, I submitted those. Yeah, those were
Nice.
mine Yeah, I got my first submission. I sent it in October and I got it back in 3 weeks. Yeah.
Did you fast
So
track it or anything?
no, it was just a regular submission. What I think, and I think Rob's Fat Stacks Comics mentioned this, and it sounded right to me. It was my first ever submission, and I had $150 credit from buying that membership. And I think they saw that and were like, "All right, let's make the first hit free. Let's push this first hit through to get them hooked." Because sure enough, I immediately sent another one that got there December 9th, and it's still there. It's not going
Yeah,
anywhere. So
I'm sure they do trainings on that. Like, hey, let's
yeah.
give that first bump's free. Let's give them that one, and
I'm
we'll
pretty sure that's what it was because 3 weeks I did not expect to get him back in 3 weeks. And like I said, I didn't do fast track or anything. It was just a regular submission. So
yeah, that's like when your first kid sleeps through their night. You expect them all to do that, That's
I don't,
you get spoiled.
yeah, my first kid spoiled me because my second kid was an asshole about it. He's still an asshole, actually. He woke me up in the middle of the night last night, matter of fact.
How old?
2.
Oh
Little
wow.
little 2-year-old
Woo.
asshole.
Holy cow. Hey, I'm gonna share these back issues I picked up real quick.
Let's do it.
And, yeah, so like I said, this was mostly there's so much Star Wars hype going on, man. I wanted to get a couple of extra issues, so I picked up a few of these Star Wars Adventures. Um, this is Star Wars Adventures number 2, cover A, and then I also got the cover B. Saw somewhere they said, "Hey, you should probably
Is
get this one," so I did.
is
I
that
saw
more
it.
for kids, or what's the story on that one?
I really don't know, man.
Hmm.
The artwork is not as
You damn right, Tim. And they got me too. I sent another submission right away. It's like, oh, it's this fast. Let me get another one. Yeah.
yeah, light the second cigarette off the first one. You know, it's like, hey, listen, yeah, if I'm yeah, you were like VIP. They gave you VIP status on that first one, and
Yeah, Tyler. Tyler, I'm not mad at you for dropping Berserker, man. It really has been ho hum. It really has. It's been very ho hum.
yeah,
I'm a few issues behind, so maybe it picked up, but I've read like 5. Yeah, I'm up on 5, and I mean it's interesting enough, but I want them to do more interesting stuff.
yeah, and hopefully they'll pick up. Say, hey, Keanu, it's not a trilogy here. We gotta get to. So yeah, I picked up cover A and
What up,
cover B of this
Moonlit?
one, back issue. Um, Hey,
The Gal
Moonlit. Thanks
Squad.
for
What's
coming
up?
by. Yeah, for sure. The Gal Squad is well represented tonight with two of our ladies. Also picked up, like, I started seeing these kind of disappear. I know there's a couple of first appearances in it, but I wanted to grab um, Star Wars High Republic Adventures Galactic Bake Off Spectacular. There's a couple of first appearances
What?
of some Jedi Masters in here, and I saw these starting to disappear. So I was like, I don't know, man. Maybe I need to grab a few more. So I did. Um,
They might go bonkers, man, when that
well,
Disney hits.
yeah, I saw some of this other stuff spike too. This Star Wars High Republic Trail of Shadows. There's a couple of firsts in this one. Um, this like some of these that are fairly new. This is actually let's
Hey, what up, Damien? Good to see you. What time is
Hey
the
man, what's going on?
what time's
Yeah,
the sacrifice tonight? Let me know.
yeah. I would yeah, I heard was it Titus maybe or somebody said no, I can't remember who it was, but somebody was talking about Damien and said, I'd like to see you get rid of one of those sixes. But I said, I think it's associated with the name. It's a play on the
Damien.
name.
Yeah.
He does seem like, you know, if he's sacrificing people, he's one of the nicest people to ever do it. So, so like this Star Wars High Republic number 8, another first appearance. But I started seeing these things like instead of cover price, they were going for $8 or $10. So I was like, well, I feel like I might need to grab a few.
Now, with all this specking that you do, how much selling do you do?
Not I'm not a flipper. Let's just put it that way. It's I've sold since I got back into comics, I've sold 4 books.
Mm.
And I don't know,
I've
I guess
sold
I started back about a year ago.
I've sold 3.
Yeah. So, and 3 of those were in the last week. I sold this. Have you heard the Superior Iron Man hype?
Hmm.
Like
I
when
think
people
it's
saw,
Kang. I know Evil disagrees with me, but I think it's Kang, not Superior Iron Man.
yeah, yeah. Well, it could be. Somebody mentioned Iron Lad, who is a Kang variant. I was
Yeah.
like, that might be.
I cannot wait. I
And
cannot
that would
wait for
also
that movie.
that would tie in the Young Avengers. So, no, I do not sell much, but I did. I had bought. I had 6 copies of Superior Iron Man #1, and I posted them. Buy it now on eBay for $35 plus shipping, and I sold them all 3 in no time,
Mhm.
and just rolled it back into the account so I could go spend $100 today. So but yeah, very little, but I didn't pay much for those Superior Iron Man. So no, I do not. I'm not a flipper. But I will sell some stuff. Mostly it's because just the timing has got to be perfect on this stuff
Mhm.
because
Mhm.
now the Marvel movies and shows and all that stuff, I think Marvel affects their books more than DC
DC,
affects its
absolutely.
books. So,
I've
and
got a
by
few
the way,
books that
man,
I'm waiting to sell for sure. Like I'm waiting for Berserker
hang on, let me.
to sell that second print right there, 9/8 second print.
Nice.
It's hard to get in the light, but I love this cover. And I think, with so many Berserker #1s, this print, this low run print right here is going to be the one that's sought after. And I will sell the hell out of it when the time comes. And another one that I'm waiting to sell when the time comes is a little re-respec. We
Yep,
got
there you go.
Iron
Oh,
Heart
that
#1,
one's that's the 1 in 10.
and
Yeah,
then
that one's
another one,
hot
9/8.
book. So that's
I
the
will sell the hell out of these two when the
not
time when the
not
time comes.
married to them. They can go to a good
Yeah.
home with somebody who well there yeah, that's a great idea though, man. But that's her first solo series as
Yeah.
Ironheart.
Yeah.
So that's awesome.
I can't
Yeah.
wait to sell it too because I'm gonna, my whole thing is I want to buy more books. That's it.
Would
I'm
you
not
go
trying to get rich. I'm trying to buy books.
yeah. Would you go after like older grails or any or anything?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
But my
you
thing
do.
is I don't want to go after graded grails. I want to go after raw grails and grade them myself because that's how you get the best bang for your buck.
When you
You
submit
obviously
stuff, do you usually get them pressed or anything?
No, but I've only submitted modern books for that reason so far. I actually have a stack of books here that I want to submit, but they need to be pressed before I do. And I've got to decide on who I want to use for that. But yeah, there's some big books I actually have that I want to send in and get pressed and get graded, and I will sell the hell out of them as well. I think this is the stack right here, actually. Yeah, we've got first appearance of Kid Loki. I think this is
Yeah,
a big I think this is a big book right here. Kid
yeah.
Loki. We got a piece of him in the Loki series, but I think they're absolutely doing Young Avengers stuff, and he's going to be one of the players in it. So I think this is a big book. I thought I probably, I could have sold it during Loki. It was up to $50. It's down now, but I definitely want to sell these when Kid Loki happens.
Well,
Um,
that's a tough book in a high grade, man. That red is really affected by that red affects the
yeah.
you can pick up spine ticks real easy on it. All
Here's
right,
another
all
one.
right. Yeah,
First
got
appearance of
another.
Mobius. Another Loki book that I think Mobius is not done for sure. I thought Loki was by far, and it's not even close, was by far my favorite. I know not everybody agrees, but for me, it was the best Disney Plus series by far, and it's not even close. I thought Loki was amazingly fun, and I cannot wait for next season. And I'm gonna sell the hell out of this book when that comes, when Mobius is still around, because I know he will be. Another
They
Kang
after Owen Wilson took a character that should not be as popular as it is
and
and
made it
made
popular.
him a marquee character. So
Yeah.
you're talking about people who don't know anything about comics who watch that show. He made him something. So yeah, that's a good idea.
There's some Kang spec. I forget what this one is. The first
That's
appearance of
that's
Nathaniel, I
Reed
think.
Richards'
Yeah,
dad.
yeah. So this was another one that I definitely want to when that all hits. I definitely want to sell this one. I gave these covers away for my 250 subscriber giveaway, but I still have two each. So these books are hot right now, and they're going to be even hotter when when that King stuff finally hits. So I'm
Yeah,
definitely selling these as
he's
well. Yes, Damien. I know Damien's got one of these as well, but I absolutely love this shirt. It's from my homie Lorenzo at Indie Comics and Reviews. He actually is a comic artist who has his own comic books, and this is one of the characters he created. And I love this shirt, dude.
that's
My
awesome.
wife bought this for me for Valentine's Day, and it's the best Valentine's Day gift ever. I love it. So,
That's awesome.
Alternative City Comics, go check it out. If you like this shirt, go buy yourself one.
Very cool. Very
Then,
cool.
then you could be like cool like Damien and me.
So Moonlit, I primarily sell on eBay. I don't have Whatnot yet, and I don't sell enough to do any other way other than eBay. It's not ideal for with fees and everything, but
Yeah,
that's kind of where I go. And with I know you and like Dave Collect said y'all go crazy on Whatnot, but I have a hard time sitting through an entire auction to see if it leads me to potentially buy something I wasn't there to buy. I want to go
That's
look.
dangerous.
I want to. Yes, exactly. So I want to go, especially late at night, and I don't want to wake up with regret and buying stuff and slapping it on the credit card or anything. I want to keep a clear head. So I like to search for what I'm looking for and find the best price on that. So
You're smart man,
um,
because you can
yeah,
get caught up in it with these auctions, man.
for sure. Yeah, for sure. So man, I appreciate you hanging out with me. I dropped it on you fairly quickly, so
I'm always down, brother. Just
it
let
was
me know.
fun. Yeah, it was fun. It gets lonely doing this stuff by yourself, man, and I don't edit enough to shorten my stuff up. So it was good to have you and good to see what you bought and interesting that we had some things that were similar and some things that were different. So but it's always a pleasure to have you, man. I appreciate you. And chat, thanks for checking us out. We appreciate you being here. Y'all are awesome. We love you.
Station.
Y'all have a good comic book day, and we'll be seeing you in the chat. So y'all take care and have a good one. Have a great rest of your week. Talk to you later.
Peace, comic book fam.